Hi all, good evening. So today we'll give you small overview about Python full stack course and Python full stack modules. And whatever queries you have, please note down. By end of the session, we'll clear step by step. So first of all, here we are going to list out what are the modules, nothing but what are the courses we are going to learn under Python full stack development. We'll see. So under Python full stack course, our first module is about Python programming language. And after Python, second one, Django framework. And the third one, MySQL database or SQLite 3. And the next one, GitHub and Git bash. And after the GitHub, next we are going to learn UI or front-end technologies. So in this UI or front-end technologies, first module HTML and CSS. And the next one, Bootstrap and JavaScript, JQuery, and React.js. So these are the courses we are going to cover under our Python full stack development course. And see here, in our course, we have two category students are there. First one, who are working in other platforms, like who are working in data science or DevOps, or otherwise who wants to become only programmer. For them, only Python module is enough. Who wants to work as a other platform or otherwise who wants to work as a programmer, for them only Python programming is enough. In this Python, we'll cover core Python and advanced Python. Both modules will be covered, and this duration 40 to 45 days duration required. So for example, I'm a fresher. I want to work as a data scientist, or I want to work as a tester. I want to work as machine learning. So like this, based on your requirement, we have to choose. For them, only Python, remaining modules not required. And the second category, who wants to start your career as a full stack developer, software developer, or who are having some career gap, like a 1 year gap, or 2 years gap, or 3 years gap. For them, Python full stack is the best option. So in this Python full stack, we have to learn Python, Django, and MySQL, GitHub. After that, UI technologies. All these modules we have to learn. And
join with computer audio. Huh?
Guys, please mute yourself from your end.
Okay.
And here, duration, it may take 4 to 4 months of duration. Compulsory, we have to learn all these modules. So this is the difference. Like now we have a clarity, we have to go with only Python or Python full stack. So based on the requirement, we'll select. Now we'll discuss in detail about one by one module. So see here, first of all, what is a web application? In our regular life, we are using so many web applications, right? For example, Facebook is one web application, or YouTube is another application. Like this, number of web applications we are using in our regular life only. And here, each and every application divided into two parts. First one is front end, and the second one is about back end. So here, what is a front end? So front end is nothing but user interface, or simply we can say presentation. For example, I'm a user. I'm going to open one application in my browser. See here, I have opened Zoom application. When we open the Zoom application, on the screen they are displaying some information, right? Some kind of text, some kind of images, styles, etc. Nothing but what end user see on the screen. When user open the application, what he will see on the screen is considered as front end. And what about the second one? Second one is back end. Backend is nothing but logics or functionality. Logics are functionality. For example, in my application, I want to develop meeting schedule. This is one feature. Or otherwise, I want to enable my account. This is another feature. Like this, if you want to develop different type of features or different type of logics, we have to use few backend technologies. Nothing but every web application divided into two parts. First one is front end and the second one is back end here. So front end is nothing but user interface, what end user see on the screen, and the second one is backend. And so now we have a clarity about the web application. So who is a full stack developer? So full stack developer is the person to develop both the front end and the back end of your application. Nothing but is the person to develop a application from end to end, from scratch to end. Complete application will be developed. That's why here, if you want to become a full stack developer, we need front end technologies and at the same way back end technologies as well. So in our Python full stack course, what are the front end technologies? So these are the front end technologies like HTML and CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, jQuery, and React.js. These all comes under front end technologies. And the second one is back end technologies. So here Python programming and Django framework and database, these are comes under backend technologies. So now we have a clarity, web application, front end, back end, and full stack. So I hope everybody got the clarity what exactly full stack development. So in our full stack development backend technologies, our first module is about Python programming. So we'll see. So first one is about Python. So Python is a programming language. Python is a programming language. By using Python programming language, we can develop coding part. We can develop coding part in our application only. So like Python, we have Java is one programming language, C is another programming language. Like this, we have multiple programming languages are there. By using any of the programming language also, we can develop coding part of your application. So first of all, what is a programming language? So programming language is nothing but a set of instructions. Programming language is nothing but set of instructions. By using set of instructions, we can communicate with your device to perform a specific task. For example, observe here. This is about my device. By using my device, I want to perform some addition operation. So here, this is about the human and how to communicate with this device. Human language is different, machine level language is different. That's why he is going to use a programming language. He is going to use a set of instructions. By using this set of instructions, he will perform a task through your device only. So like this, we have multiple programming languages are there. C programming, C++, Java. So this is about what exactly programming language. And second one is Python is open source. Open source nothing but it is a free software. No need to pay anything. For Python, we have a official website, python.org. This is the Python official website. From this website, we are going to download Python easy steps only. If you are using Windows device or if you are using Linux also, process is same and no need to purchase anything, and we'll show you in this session only how to download and how to install also. And the third one is to start your career with Python, there is no coding or programming language required. For example, I want to start with Java. So compulsory we need some basic knowledge about C programming or other coding programming. But here to start your career with Python, no coding or programming language required, because from scratch, from what is programming, some basics onwards, we are going to cover. So this is the major advantage who are coming from non-technical background or who are working in a non-technical background. For them, Python is the best option only. And here, Python is platform independent. Python is platform independent. So what is platform independent? So for example, by using Python, I wrote some program. Just assume this is some Python program. Now I want to see the output. I want to see the result. For this, we have to execute this program. We have to run this program. But where we have to run? So if you are going to install Python in your device, by default, Python will provide you one software ideally. By using ideally, we can execute. And at the same way in our device, we have command prompt also. By using command prompt also, we can execute. And in online, some third-party platforms are there, like Jupyter Notebook and some tools, Sublime and Python. Like this, we have number of platforms are available. By using any platform also, we can execute our Python program. So in our course, all the platforms will cover based on the concepts only. Ideally is the very basic one. From day one only, we are going to start with ideally. After that, other platforms will discuss. And so here, the next one is about, it is interpreted. Python is interpreted programming language. Python also called interpreted programming language. First of all, what is an interpreter and how other programming language programs will execute? For example, I have one C language program is available. Just assume this is one program. If you want to see the output, first step, we have to compile. First step, we have to compile. Nothing but we have to convert your program into machine level language. After that, we have to execute. So to execute your program, total how many steps we have to perform? Here, 2 steps we have to perform. And when it comes to Python program, both steps will be performed at a time. Means Python is a high level programming language. Here separately no need to compile or no need to execute separately. So first to write your program, directly run your program. Automatically they will compile and they will execute. But who will perform both steps in the backend? We have interpreter. We have interpreter. This interpreter will perform both steps at a time only. That's why here Python is interpreted programming language. We can say Python is a high level programming language, object oriented programming language, general purpose programming language. So it supports for multiple features. And here, if you know the Python, in what are the platforms will get the opportunities. So here, if you know the Python, we can develop web application backend. And the next one, we can work out with desktop applications. And the next one, in a testing platform. And the next one, data visualization, nothing but in a data science field. And after that, machine learning and data analysis and artificial intelligence. Like this, nowadays, all the companies are using Python as their backend programming language. So long back, even in testing, what happened? Everybody used to join like Java with the Selenium or something. But nowadays, everybody converted to join with like testing with Python only. So like this, we have number of features are there compared to other programming languages. So here I have a query, sir, I don't know anything about Python programming or how to install the Python, then how to download and where we have to write the program. So observe here. So already we know what is the Python official website, python.org. So open this website and download. So here I'm going to enter directly Python download. Once I entered download, so click on this website. See here directly they are showing download Python option. And here they are showing one number, Python 3.11.5. 3.11.5 is the version number. For any application or any software, they will maintain multiple versions only. So for example, today we have launched our one application. So just consider first version. After 3 months, we are adding few new features in my application. I will go with some next version, like second version. Like this, each and every application or any software having multiple versions only. And what is the Python latest version? Python 3.11 is the latest version. So in Python 3, we can use any version, no issues. So see here, download finished. Just click on downloaded file. So any basic configuration device also enough. No need to maintain specific configuration. When we click on downloaded file, they are showing the option install now, customize installation. So just click on install now. Before going to click on install now, see here we have an option add Python to path. Nothing but in future we are going to work with the multiple platforms like command prompt also. So future purpose we are going to check mark here. After that install. Here it may take around some 1 minute of time to finish. No need to perform anything manually. Just download the software, click on install now, and after some time, instead of cancel, they will show you finish or close option only. With two simple clicks, we can finish the installation process. We'll see. The end of the demo will. So see here setup was success and a close. That's it. This is only the installation process. And after that, how to open Python software. So go to search, enter IDLE. When we enter the IDLE, here we'll find IDLE software. Just click on it and they will open one new window here. And see here they are showing our version number also. And directly we can write our programs. For example, I have entered some ABC. So just to press enter, you can see directly ABC code executed and they are showing some errors only. But to develop the logic in a single line not possible. Compulsory we have to write some multiple lines of code. But where we have to write for this purpose, we have to create one separate file. Left side see the option file and new file. So inside of this file, you can write multiple lines. For suppose here I am writing 2 lines of code. After that, save this file. Go to file and save. And for example, on desktop, I am going to save the file and my file name some demo.py. So observe here, demo is the file name. We can use any valid name, no problem. But end of the file name, compulsory we have to enter .py. So .py is the Python file extension. So generally, based on the technology, extension may vary. For suppose, if we are using like PHP. So what is the extension for PHP? .php. If we are using HTML, so .html. Similarly, here, what is the Python extension? .py is the Python file extension only. So by using this file extension, we have saved and observe the desktop. Here it is showing demo Python file. And now I want to open this file or I want to run this program. For this, right click on the file and here we'll find the option called edit with IDLE. If you are using first time, directly they won't provide this option. In the bottom, they will provide you other options. Go to other options. There you will find edit with IDLE. Now we are into editable mode. Whatever changes you want to perform, you can. And after each and every change, compulsory we have to save the changes. And here you can see the option run. Click on run and run module. See here, program executed. In my program, some errors are there. So here they are showing line number and error information also they are showing. For suppose in my file, no errors. So here you can see in my file, no errors. And now run this. See here, directly they are showing output. So in Python features, we discussed Python is an interpreted programming language. So when we are going to run, if errors are there, they will display errors. Otherwise, directly they will display output only. So like this, we are going to use IDLE to write basic Python programs here. So next one, why this much demand for Python? So here, compared to other programming languages, here we have to write less number of lines. We have to write. For example, I'm developing one ABC application. Here, by using Python, I'm writing 500 lines of code. The same application by using Java, if I'm going to use 700 lines, which one will you choose? Obviously, people will go with the less volume only. So why code is less compared to other programming? Why? Because compared to other programming, here we have simplified syntaxes are there. Simplified syntaxes. Syntax nothing but structure or format only. So in programming languages, to develop any type of logic, compulsory we have to follow particular format or structure. So compared to other programming like Java or C++, in Python, easy and simplified syntaxes are there. In any application, if code is less, it improves your application performance and application maintenance also easy. And the last advantage, debugging process also easy. Bug nothing but error, debugging nothing but fixing the errors only. So if we have less number of lines, if any bug occurred, easily we can fix. So like this, we have multiple advantages compared to other programming. That's why out of 100, 32% programming share occupied by Python. So you just imagine the demand in current market here. And for example, I want to write sum of two numbers, one addition program by using Java. So observe this image. So see here, we are using some curly braces. After that, int and next end of the line semicolons. Like this, to write a sum of two numbers, we have mentioned some 5 to 6 lines of code. So by using the same program, by using Python, I'm going to write within 2 to 3 lines only. So generally, to work out with addition, minimum 2 values are required. So here in programming languages, to store the value, we have to use a concept called variable. Variable nothing but we can store the values only. For example, my first value, and after that, my second value, and here we are going to mention the expression is a plus b. So now execute here. Here it is showing no errors and no output as well. Because if everything okay, they're supposed to display the output. If you want to print any type of statement like output or result or anything on the screen, we have to print this statement. Print of a plus b. Print of a plus b. Now save and execute here. Addition operation performed. You can observe here I'm not using any curly braces or int float or any semicolons I'm not using. So no need to use. This is completely different compared to other programming languages. That's why Python is suitable for who are coming from non-technical and who wants to learn programming easily. And here Python is divided into two parts. Python module divided into two parts. So first one is about core Python and the second one is advanced Python. Core Python and advanced Python. So here in core Python, nothing but simply we can say basic Python, basic concepts like how to install Python, how to write the programs, how to write the conditions, how to write the functions, how to work with sequence like this. Whatever basics are required, all the basic concepts we are going to cover under core Python only. And once core Python finished, we'll get the clarity how to work with programming, especially Python, and how to develop the logics. But to develop any application, compulsory we need few advanced concepts. All the advanced concepts we are going to cover under advanced Python. In advanced Python, our major focus is about MOOPS concept, object-oriented programming. And who are coming from BTech level, they know about MOOPS concepts, encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance. Like this, all the MOOPS concepts will cover from scratch. And the next one is modules and packages. And after that, regular expressions, multi-threading concept, and the next one, JSON concept here. So like this, advanced concepts will cover. And along with these advanced concepts, few data science modules also we are going to cover. These are especially for freshers only. So from this, first one is NumPy, second one pandas, and third one is about matplotlib, and fourth one is web scraping. So these are the modules from data science. So this is about our Python programming overview. So now everybody got the clarity who wants to work with only Python or who wants to work with other platforms like data science or machine learning. So for them, only Python is enough. For Python and advanced Python in our course curriculum also, first module we are going to start with Python only. And after finishing off with Python, the second one we are going to start Django framework. So here Django is Python based web framework. Python based web framework. Nothing but to develop backend of your web application along with the programming language, we have to use one framework. So here Python introduced one special framework called Django framework in 2005, and it is completely open source. So for example, if we want to work with Java programming, for them they are going to use some Hibernate or some other frameworks only. Similarly here we are going to use Python with Django framework, and by using this Django we can enable rapid development. So instead of developing step by step manually, it may take more time. But if we are using a framework, it may enable a rapid process only. And here, to work with the Django framework, the first prerequisite is Python programming. Without Python, Django not possible. And in Django, no need to learn any new coding. So whatever concepts we discussed in Python programming, we are going to implement with the help of this framework. That's why if you know the Python, then only Django framework is possible. With the help of Python and Django framework, we are going to develop backend of our application. And when we are using this Django framework, this Django will provide you one free inbuilt database also. So generally for applications, backend database is required. So in Django, SQL library is the inbuilt database. So here no need to install SQL manually. It's already inbuilt. By using this, we are going to discuss about the connections and how to create the tables, how to perform the edit, delete, read operations. Everything will cover under Django framework. So this is the second module. Here we have couple of concepts are there. And once we finish the Django framework, the third one we are going to discuss about MySQL or SQL library. This is the database. First of all, what is a database? Database nothing but we can store users information in the form of rows and columns only. For example, I have some employee data. I am going to store the employee data in rows and columns. Guys, online team, please mute yourself. So we are going to store into rows and columns format only. So where rows and columns are available in a tables. So generally, see here, this is one database. Here, in a single database, we can create n number of tables. And in a single table, we can create n number of rows and columns only. Nothing but unlimited data we can store in our database. To work with any type of dynamic application, in a backend, one database is mandatory. For example, I have my Facebook account. So here I'm trying to log in my Facebook account. I just enter username and password. When I click on the login button, it may take 2 to 3 seconds time. If details are correct, they will display our account. Otherwise, they will display some warnings only. So here, what they are doing in the back end, they are authenticating your identity only. Is a registered user or not? If you are going to log in, nothing but you are an existing user. In registration time, we entered username, password, so on so details. Simply they will check these details are matched or not. Where they will check in a database. So here we are going to discuss SQL library database as well as one more database, MySQL also. So here we'll discuss how to install MySQL database and how to create the database, and after that how to perform CRUD operations and database connections also we are going to discuss under MySQL only. So here CRUD operations nothing but how to create the data, how to read, how to update, how to delete, like 4 operations we are going to perform. So these are our first 3 modules we finished. For example, I have finished Python, Django, and my database. So what type of roles we can apply? So you can see these all are our backend technologies only, right? So first thing, if we found any Python developer, we can apply. And the second one for Django developer. And the next one, backend developer and web developer. So for these roles, we can apply with these skills, one programming language and one framework and databases only. Along with this, GitHub and Git Bash, this is common thing. Not only for Python full stack, for any platform also, we can use GitHub or Git Bash only. So these are about our backend technologies in our course. And once we finish that, next we are going to focus on UI or front-end technologies. Backend important and front-end also important. In front-end, the first one is HTML. hypertext markup language. So by using this, we can design layouts of our application. We can design the layouts of our application. For example, I want to develop one school website. So see here, first we have to imagine what kind of design we require. So here I want to mention the logo. After that, here I want to mention some menu and one full width banner. And here I want to mention some heading and content. Next one, student registration form also I want to add. So like this, if you want to design layout of your application, which technology we have to use? It's HTML. But there is no look and feel, just like a raw data only. And here I want to add some rich look. I want to add some styles, nothing but colors, etc. For this, we are using CSS. CSS, nothing but cascading style sheets. By using this, we can apply styles or rich look for our application. So observe the same image. Before the color look is different. After the color, the look is different, right? So like this, we can add the styles for our application. And the third one is Bootstrap. Nothing but we can develop responsive or device-friendly applications. Responsive or device-friendly applications we can develop. So see here, somebody are going to open applications in mobiles. Somebody may use the tabs. Somebody are going to use desktops also. Based on the device, your application size should be minimized automatically, right? So for suppose, this is the Python official application. Now I have opened in our laptop. So as per the size, they are showing the information. Now the same application I'm going to develop in mobile mode. See here, based on the size, automatically content size has been minimized only. So this feature is called responsive or device friendly. Nowadays, everybody are using smartphones only. So we need responsive applications. Then how to develop? With the help of Bootstrap. And after that, next one is JavaScript. By using JavaScript from client side, from front end, we can develop the functionalities like validations. For example, I have one registration form, name and phone number, and here is the submit button. Instead of phone number, visitor entered the name. When I click on the submit, please enter valid phone number, please enter valid name. They may display these kind of warnings, right? So what they are doing, they are validating users entered data is valid format or not. So these are considered as validations only. Like this, in client side, in front end, if we want to perform, we can go with the JavaScript. And after that, jQuery. In your application, if you want to add animations, we can use our jQuery only. So for example, I have an application. So I just open and first they are showing some image. But after some time, see, image change, titles also change. This is some kind of small animation, right? So like this, in applications, if you want to work with animations, we have to use jQuery. So basically, jQuery is the extra advantage for full stack developer. It's not a mandatory thing. And the next one is React.js. So after JavaScript, one of the advanced library, one of the JavaScript add-on is a React.js framework. So by using this React.js framework, we can develop single page applications. So without using React.js also, we can develop the applications. Then what is the use? Nothing but it improves your application performance, it decreases your application loading time. For example, I have opened one application. After 3 seconds loading, 5 seconds loading, simply visitor will close the application. He will go to next application only because nobody are going to spend more than 3-4 seconds of time. If you want to develop responsive and attractive single page with low loading time applications, one of the best feature is React.js also. So even if we are using Instagram, WhatsApp, these all are developed by using React.js only. React.js introduced by Facebook and maintained by also Facebook here. So in the front end, we have to focus on React.js. Along with these front-end technologies, if we know React.js, any type of front-end position also we can assign. So these are about front-end, and after that, back-end modules. So previously, we know only Python, Django, and database. These are the roles we'll get. But along with this, we know front-end technologies as well. Now, what kind of roles? See here, along with this UI also. Now, we'll get full stack developer, and the next one, front-end developer, and UI developer, and after that, web designer. So you can observe here, based on the number of skills, our career opportunities may vary, and the package also varied. So nowadays, companies also hiring full stack developers only. Instead of hiring front and back end developers separately, they are going to focus on full stack developers, and based on their requirement, they will assign the task only. So these are about front end technologies and back end technologies overall. And what about other details? Along with this course, we are going to focus on total 10 projects in our 5 months of course duration. Total 10 projects in a 5 months duration. So by using Python, Python Django, Python with front end, and only with React.js, like this, total 10 projects we are going to develop, and these projects we can add in our resume also, no issues. And the second one, we have a class daily, 1 hour session will be there. Out of 1 hour, only 40 to 45 minutes class, and the last 15 minutes we are going to conduct for doubt sessions about today's session, or about yesterday, or about assignments clarification. Will go for the last 15 minutes only. And after the session, we'll share the class recording video and material. If we join offline or online, so automatically you will get the class recording video here. And after that, next one, material soft copy also you will get, and daily you will get a task as well. For example, today we finished some function concept. Based on the function concept, we'll share you one task only. So like this completely practical based training we are going to provide, and along with this resume preparation. So based on our requirement, if we are a fresher, some kind of resume. If we have career graph, different resume. So based on that, we'll suggest you to go with a particular resume. And monthly twice mock tests are there. So in this mock test, first one personal round will be there, and after that programming test, and the last one technical round. And after the mock test, we'll share you the feedback also. So where we have to improve ourselves. So this is about our course overview. Now we have a clarity who wants to join with the only Python or Python full stack. From tomorrow, same timings, our regular sessions are going to start, guys.